Hey everybody, today I'm going to dive into some info on prop betting. So, the last couple weeks, I've been diving really deep into this with the NBA. I know there's sites out there where you can look up information and stuff, but personally, I like to get my hands dirty. I like to figure out what's actually going on with lines. That's the way that I've gotten better at all the different things that I like to bet on. And so I like to get in there and do it myself and not have to pay a bunch of money for everything. So I'm going to share with you something that I've noticed as I'm diving into all the data and making some bets. And then to illustrate, I'm going to give you three of the bets that I'm taking tonight that I think are good bets and illustrate what I'm finding in the data. So I will say though, before you run out and bet those, bet small if you're going to take them. And the reason why is number one, I feel like I'm still working things out, making sure that things work the way I think they will. And number two, I'm actually making anywhere between like 30 and 100 bets a night because what I'm going to talk to you about today is bets that I'm identifying mostly in categories that have low numbers like blocks, steals, assists, that kind of stuff. Where I would say that the line that it's basically a coin flip, whether it happens or not, but that I'm getting plus money to take the bet. And so over time, I mean, if you think about it, if you flip a coin 100 times, it's going to come up around 50-50 somewhere. You can go on a run one way or the other. But if somebody gives you plus 120, plus 130, plus 140 on your side of that coin flip, you're going to be like, hell yeah, I'll take it because you know over time you're going to make money. That's basically what I'm talking about here that I'm trying to do with prop bets is identify ones that are coin flips. No, I'm probably going to lose half the time. But even if I do, I'm going to make money because I'm getting plus money. So let's dive into a few examples. And these are a few bets that I am taking tonight. Tonight's a big night. I think I have over 100 prop bets already in. But these are three of the ones that I like that illustrate what we're talking about. So number one is Anthony Davis over 2.5 assists. So if you look at some of the numbers, I'm not going to dive into everything I've looked at, but just a few to illustrate. Last year, he averaged 3.1 assists, so zero point 0.6 higher. And I know Westbrook's in the fold now. That could adjust his numbers some. I kind of feel like that's going to affect LeBron more than it does AD. But, I mean, we'll have to see. The season's young, right? This year, he's averaged 2.3 assists, so zero point 0.2 below. Still fairly close to the 2.5, but a little bit below for sure. And then we are getting word that LeBron may be out tonight. And I think if LeBron's out, he's going to have more opportunity probably to run the offense through him. He gets plenty of that anyway. He's going to have Christian Wood on him tonight, most likely, who's an athletic big man. You know, not that AD can't put in some work against him, but I think he'll have opportunity to dish out and get some assists. So it looks to me like a decent spot. Looking at the numbers, looking at the situation, I'd say it's at least a coin flip. The line on that is plus 130. So I got AD over 2.5 assists plus 130, getting a coin flip at plus money. So second one, this is in the steals category. I have Mike Conley over 1.5 steals. So last year he averaged 1.4 steals a game. So far it looks like his spot in the rotation is going to be similar to what it was last year. Obviously still shaking out. So close to that 1.5. This year so far, he's had 2.5 steals a game, so he started off really well defensively with his steals. We'll see if he can keep it up or not. And then specifically against the Nuggets, he actually has averaged 1.5 steals a game against the Nuggets. So again, all these numbers to me would say just about a coin flip, whether he gets one or he gets two. But the line on that, plus 145. So now I'm getting another coin flip at plus 145. The last one I want to share is the biggest line, and that's with blocks. It's Luka Doncic over half a block. So last year, Doncic averaged half a block a game. This year so far, it's only been a couple games, half a block a game. And tonight, taking on a young Rockets team that tend to play a little loose at times, especially Porter. And so I think Luka's going to have some opportunities to get some defensive stats tonight. I think I took some stuff with his steals as well. But to me, him getting a block tonight it's a coin flip. He probably gets 1 or 0, and it probably happens half and half. And the line is plus 160. So now I'm getting a coin flip at plus 160. So these three are all just examples of one of the main categories I'm starting to look for in prop bets. I absolutely am taking other things too where I think there's good spots. But these low number categories, blocks, turnovers, threes, assists, steals, those kind of things, where I can identify based on number and situation that I think it's a coin flip or better, and I'm getting plus money, I'm starting to hit those pretty hard, and we'll see how it goes. If you are interested in that kind of thing, hit me up in the comments or DM me on Twitter. It's NBA Attack, just 1A. I'm not putting this stuff out yet just because I'm still kind of testing it, and I don't want to put out shitty stuff. I've definitely done that enough times that I want to try to avoid it as much as I can. But if this keeps going the way it has been, like yesterday I was up 8 units, and it was a lot of bets for sure. But so far, the first couple weeks, well, after the first day I put out some prop bets, it did terrible. But overall, it's been going well. If it keeps going well, I'll start to share that a little bit more broadly. But if you're interested in more information or talking about that, again, hit me up in the comments, hit me up on Twitter, and I will see you there.